Hello, welcome to the Easysoft online Calculating Tax Proration webinar. My name is Heather and I am the Product Support Specialist here at Easysoft. Today I'll be reviewing the tax proration, how the taxes calculate, and where you can find them within your closing disclosure. I've already gone ahead and filled in some basic information of the CD. But the most important thing you'll want to make sure is that you're filling in your closing date on page 1. So I'll put a closing date of December 20th in. And then we're going to head over to page 3. Click on our tax proration at the top, and you'll see that you have city, county, assessment, school, and sewer options at the top of our tax proration box. You'll be able to enter in the taxes for each of these, and they'll calculate out and populate in the appropriate section on page 3. So the first thing you have is your tax period. So you can set this to either annual, monthly, quarterly, or semi-annual. If you do change it, your number of tax days are going to change. So I'm going to change it to quarterly, and you'll see that this updated to 92. Our start date of tax also changed, and our closing date is pulling in from page 1. So I'm going to enter in our city taxes, and I'm going to enter in that the seller paid those in full. This shows that they've overpaid by $195.65. There is an option to include the closing date or not. This is at your discretion for that specific closing. So I'm going to uncheck this, and you'll see that is back to the $195.65. I'm going to hit apply, and I'm going to get my message, city tax proration values have been entered. I'm going to close this out to show you where those numbers are on page 3. So you'll see at the top for adjustments and other credits in our cash to close table, the $195.65 is an adjustment, and that is due from the borrower, so that gets added into their cash to close. You'll also see the taxes have been entered under the adjustments for items paid by seller in advance. So you'll see the dates, the 20th through the 31st, and the amount that is credited back to the seller since they've overpaid. So if I go back up and I click on tax proration, I can go ahead and enter in the remaining taxes if appropriate for where you live. So I'll leave the county taxes set at annual. So this will keep your January 1st date here and our closing date of the 20th. So you'll see number of days for taxes 365, and I'll just make this an even $1,000. And let's say that the seller only paid $850. So they actually underpaid by $117.12. I'm going to hit apply on that. And now I get my message, county tax proration values have been entered. So they've underpaid, so this is actually going to show up in a different section now. So I'll close out the box. And now you'll also see that our adjustments and other credits in the table at the top has changed. So the difference is now $78.53. So instead of the taxes being under adjustments for items paid by seller in advance, we're going to scroll down, and you're going to see it under the adjustments for items unpaid by seller. So you'll see that $117.12. So our tax proration tool is actually going to put in the taxes where appropriate on page 3 without you having to use a calculator and find the specific field for that. I'm going to go ahead and enter in our assessment. And we'll keep that at annual as well. We'll say that's 500 and that they paid the whole thing. Oops. So our include closing date will always be checked automatically. So if you're not checking it, you'll want to uncheck, or not including the closing date, you'll want to uncheck it and then hit apply. And now I'm gonna go ahead and enter in our school taxes. And we'll set that to quarterly. So again, the number of days for tax has changed to 92. And the start date of tax has also changed. This is a good example when you're working in your tax proration box. I actually clicked my mouse outside of it, so it's automatically going to close the box. So you want to make sure you keep your mouse within the box. So let me reset that quarterly. And we'll just say this is $1,000 as well. And I'm just going to say school district. Okay, so you'll see that they've paid $1,000 and that it's actually overpaid at $119.56. I'm going to hit apply. School tax proration values have been entered, and then I can go ahead and enter in my sewer. I'm going to enter in those as quarterly and that they actually owed $84, but they actually didn't pay anything because they were unsure of when they were going to be closing on the house. So it's going to show that they underpaid. And I'm going to hit apply. Perfect. And close out this box. So let me just scroll up and show you the difference now for your calculating cash to close table. It's $140.57. That would be added onto the cash to close, and the borrower will owe that. You'll see again, our city taxes are still here. Our assessment showed up, $16.44. And the school tax, $119.56. Now, we did enter this in manually, so it's going to populate here. Although the other tabs, city, county, and assessments, are all hard-coded. And then if we scroll down, you'll see the county taxes are still here, and that the sewer also ended up here because they did underpay. So all of the math is done for you, and you don't have to worry about using your calculator, as I mentioned earlier. You do have other fields where you can add in any other taxes that may be part of your city or county that are due, dependent upon where you live. So we do give you the option to add in that information with the dates too. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, you can always contact us at 800-905-7638, and you can reach any department here at Easysoft. You can also contact support at that number. You can also create a support case 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can reach out to us on live chat Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you need a question answered right away, we are updating our articles daily. So you can click on the articles and then click on Easysoft Online and find your article and your answers here. If you do have any suggestions for our software, feel free to use our feedback button. That information goes directly to our product manager, and we'll discuss anything that you suggest with our development team. Thank you again.